Welcome to WhatGear Reviews for another camera comparison shootout. Today I'm comparing the Sony Xperia 1 Mark III to the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3, and both of these third gen devices have some impressive camera hardware, but which one is better? And what's going to make this one even more difficult for me is the fact that the Samsung Z Fold 3 has 3 selfie cameras, and you can use the primary camera as a selfie camera with the cover screen as a viewfinder, so it's not going to be easy. But anyway, let's kick this off with some night selfies. I'm going to do selfie on the Sony, the in-display selfie on the Z Fold, and the regular selfie on the Z Fold, not the primary. All right, let's go. So I'm going to keep my opinions short and sweet in this one, and I encourage you guys to get involved in the comments. I do read all of your comments, so make sure you leave some. Plus, people will also want to hear what you have to say about these photos. So let's get a look at these. So the Sony Xperia 1 Mark III has the wider angled lens on the front, and I'd say the details are very good. The tones, however, are a little bit too warm in my opinion. I wish I had a suntan like that, but unfortunately I don't. I do currently have a much paler complexion as seen in the center photo, which was taken on the Galaxy Z Fold 3's cover screen selfie. The details here are really nice. Those massive bags under my eyes are pretty apparent and pretty accurate, although it has lost a little bit of detail in my jacket. If you compare that to the Xperia 1 Mark III's details in the foreground, it's not as accurate, but overall I think it's a good picture. Okay, this one on the right, this is the first gen under display camera from Samsung. I'm probably going to tell you a bunch of stuff you already knew. The image is quite soft, the details are okay, but there's a lot of noise in the picture. It's kind of blotchy. One good thing about this, however, is look how silky smooth my skin looks. So let me know which one of these is your winner. Okay, just to save some time, I'm going to run a few of these for you to judge. Make sure you leave your comments below, and I'll join you again in a little bit. Shang-Chi, the Legend of the Five Rings. Did you see that film yet? If you did, let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. So this is a really good test of low light HDR. It's really hard for cameras to brighten up a dark photo without overexposing the brightest areas. And what we're seeing here on the Sony is basically no AI at all, no AI enhancements. In fact, the person who took the picture for me even told me while we were still standing there looking at the two photos, the Sony picture is way more true to life. It really was dark in that area. The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 picture is actually pretty cool and arguably the most eye-catching of the two, despite the fact that the highlights on my jeans and face are completely blown out. I do think there's a lot of people out there who would choose the Samsung photo over the Sony just for the pure reason that it's brighter. What side of the fence are you on? True to life or incredibly bright and AI enhanced? Okay, check this one out. This is one of my favorite pictures to take at night because it's a combination of darkness and light and bright colors and detail. So I'm just going to tell you what I think, having actually seen this particular artwork in person several times. The yellow colors are more muted than what you're seeing on the Z Fold 3 picture. The Xperia 1 Mark III's representation of colors is definitely more accurate here. However, I think the detail and handling of the bright red light on the Z Fold picture is better, but I do like the bloom coming from the red light on the Sony picture. I think it just adds a really nice sort of aspect to the photo, a kind of creative look. This is definitely a tough one. Let me know which one you like and why in the comments below. So this one here is the darkest photo of them all. Here's where you can really see natural photography versus AI computer vision photography. If AI robots took over the planet, on the left is what we would see whilst running away from the robots, and on the right would be what the robots see whilst chasing us down. And that is a scary thought. Let's hope it never comes to that. Anyway, you get the point here. Sony seemed to be quite set on not wanting to add a proper AI night mode. Instead, they kind of encourage you to do pro photography and long exposures and stuff like this. but not everybody has time for that. Although I do like the Sony Xperia 1 Mark III photo, it is definitely more accurate to the human eye. But once again, I think there's going to be about 50% of you guys out there who would definitely pick the Z Fold 3 picture because it just seems to be way more satisfying. There's way more information in the photo. So let me know where you stand on this one. Now it's time to brighten things up a little bit. It was getting real gloomy there for a minute. I'm going to roll some side-by-side daytime video and some slow-mo. And if you want to see how these two awesome shooters compare in daylight, make sure you check out part 2 of this video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. If you just subscribed, you're now one of the finest subscribers known to man. And on screen right now is part 2. Go check it out. It's pretty interesting.